So I posted recently on LinkedIn about overcoming fear this year of the horse, and that is something that we certainly need to do right now with all of this AI around us. And it seems like no better time than now to share this video when only last week were we bathed in another news massacre that AI, with its giant scythe of job cuts, is coming for yet another industry, this time real estate. And we were shown these graphs of all of the real estate stocks tanking and everything going out, with huge headlines about how AI is going to completely reshape the industry. Well, as somebody who works in technology and AI and real estate, I thought, why not share some information and some advice and guidance and hopefully belay some of these fears that might be around the real estate industry right now. And no better way to do that than describe exactly some of the ways, and actually, tell you what, one better than describe, show some of the ways that AI is and currently today capable of reshaping the world of real estate using the power of AI. So how are we going to do that? Well, Team Green, who I used to work for, still very closely partnered alongside. Let's take a look at a real world application using some openly available data. So CBRE's latest insights available on here. You can go down, download the PDF of the commercial insights into Singapore. What if we then also went on the website and said, now we've got an understanding of the Singapore market and its infrastructure, let's go and find some details on maybe a property that's for sale in Singapore. What's the thinking behind this, Simon? Well, if we can give an AI understanding about the market and how it's changing and growing, and we can also give it information about properties that are for sale, we can create something pretty quickly using AI tools that will potentially expedite the sale and understanding of property rental incomes. That sounds interesting, Simon. Show me what you have in mind. So I simply went on to the IOI Tower, pulled out all of this information that we have about the property that's here for sale, how big it is, typical floor plans. We've got some details about the units that are available. And what do we do? Well, you've probably heard about this concept of vibe coding, which is going in and using AI to create apps. Now, again, very interesting. We talk about these bubbles in AI, and vibe coding is this whole thing with everybody spewing out these new apps. And that's because people are excited about it. They're experimenting with the tools. But the secret gold that's hidden amongst all of that gap generation is knowing where to target it. Because again, when we get any new technology, everybody throws everything out there. And what we need to do is see what really has value and grow those areas. How do you do that? Well, you go into tools like this. So Google has something they call AI Studio, which is basically a term for all of the different things that they're doing. So Google AI Studio pulls together their vibe coding app, allows you to use Gemini, which is their AI tool, to do things like Nano Banana that you've probably heard of, which is the image generation. And when you go into that app, what you'll do is you'll be presented with your ability to go in and start changing something. So click build, click type. And all I did is I went in and I typed in there a simple command. And that command was simply this. I wrote down, using the attached information, please help me build an interactive app that also features an AI chatbot. It's going to help potential buyers better understand the IOI property in Singapore market, act as a simple broker, and look to prompt for certain things like what somebody might be looking for, floors, anything that might sit. And you can see here, this is sped up. So I've just sped up this video. We get an app. It's pulled out all the key information, all the square foot. Why IOI? why it's important in the market right now. So I'm combining those two sources of data to say Singapore market, this property that's for sale in the Singapore market, two aspects that are very complementary. And here we go at the bottom. This is looking pretty good. It's pulled it all together. We've got a few elements there that I think I will tweak. And in fact, I did. So moving on to that, what we then want on to tweak is I went in to tweak a few things that we have as the app here. So first and foremost, update the imagery. Again, very simple now. We have the ability to do this. If I really wanted to take my time, I could have uploaded fake photos of the property, but I didn't have permission from IOI to use their images, so I just used some AI imagery. Being team green, recolor everything that you saw in purple from there before. Emerald green color scheme. And we end up with this. And I've gone in, the app, as you saw it, not too dissimilar from before, changed the color scheme, changed the pictures. There are a few things that you have to work with, which are called APIs, which is how this app can talk to AI at the back end, how that flow works. I went in, added some details, connected all those together. But what you're looking at here is an hour of work, maybe, pulling this all together, working with the AI to get to this. The initial site that you saw was generated in nearly 3 minutes. That is how quick and how powerful these tools are right now. And what do we get? Well, let's take an explore. I've opened up. Here is a new app that talks about it. You can see here we've got highlights, market outlook, availability, ask broker AI. We've got the future of work at Marina Bay. It's pulling out aspects of that information that's been generated in a cohesive new manner. You can see that it's pulling out the total square footage, the towers and the podium, green mark platinum, 4 MRT lines, key highlights from all of it. Why work there? Well, sustainability, connectivity, prime location, world-class amenities. The market outlook. So it's pulling out those stats from the Singapore market outlook. Thank you very much, CBRE, and kudos to them. Great information that is very machine readable and friendly. One of the reasons why I love working with Team Green. Also, you can see here what it's done. All the available units, all pulled out, all the units, size square foot, where it is, what that condition is it fitted already? Is it pre-fit out or is it bare? When is it available? We've got the availability because obviously plots are coming online as it's being built. It's already given us filters, small, medium, large. Let's filter that out. Okay, great. And then what we have now is we've pulled and crafted all that information together into an AI broker chatbot. And I'm going to go through this. It might seem scary, but I'm going to explain why it's not after we go through this. So I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to type in, I am a tech startup. Let's put tech startup, 47 employees. Should I look at IOI or should I go for a co-working space? Complicated question, right? Okay, so I'm saying I'm a tech startup, 47 employees. Should I look at IOI or should I go for a co-working space? That is a very genuine question a potential client would ask or go through. Let's fire that in. Bam. Sending that in, analyzing market data, doing the research. That bot is now going away and using a fixed data source that we've got. Okay, so what do we have here? Okay, I'm going to read this out because this is great. With 47 employees, you are at a pivotal growth stage where transitioning from a co-working space to a dedicated office at IOI offers significant advantages in terms of brand identity, cost efficiency, and long-term stability. Okay, that's an interesting point. While co-working offers flexibility, the per-desk cost for 47 people in a prime location often exceeds the cost of a traditional lease. Furthermore, having your own front door in a green mark platinum building in Marina Bay Sands sends a powerful signal to talent and investors. Okay, I'm pretty taken with that. Why IOI Central Boulevard Towers? Connectivity. Your team will benefit from direct links to 4 MRT stations. Okay, makes sense. Wellness. Urban Sky Park with a jogging track is perfect for tech teams that value work-life balance. It's highlighting the strengths that as a technology-based organization I might want for my staff and employees. Market timing. Now, this is an interesting one. Core CBD grade A rents are forecast to rise by approximately 5% in 2026 due to limited new supply. Locking in a lease now allows you to hedge against these upcoming heights. Wow, this is pretty amazing and important stuff. Right, recommended units for 47 employees. What are you doing? What? Okay, unit 30 XS. 4,517 square foot, ideal size for 47 employees, allowing a generous breakout area, meeting rooms, spacious open plan desk. A smaller unit at 3,700 square feet, more efficient option if you prefer a high density agile seating arrangement. And unit 30A, which is 3,350 to 3,400 square feet. If you're looking to minimize your initial capital expenditure, CapEx, in brackets, love the breakdowns, and move quickly, these units are fitted for excellent choices. And then it asks, what would you prefer? Would you like a fitted unit, save on renovation time, or bare unit? Continue having that conversation. And one of the things that I've built in here, as much as you're feeling, is can I talk to somebody about this? And immediately, either Vivian Tan or Chiani would be available through this to be able to go and talk to straight away to have those further conversations. Is this replacing a broker? No, because real estate is still so many years away from going through this, making my selections, and then clicking buy now. We're not there yet. Will we be in the future? I honestly believe so. That this would then link through to things like being able to get me a test fit out, a test layout, to be able to do those first pass items that we do now. We have the ability to upfront this. Is this going to remove brokers? No, because people still want to go through these initial understanding to be able to then have a more fruitful conversation with a broker or somebody who insights it. This is where most people forget about the power of AI. AI, as we see it now, is largely being used in a way that it front ends our initial engagements and conversations. It is doing a lot of that pre-work for us and helping guide conversations. Think about it in the terms of where we're using it for help desks, for calls, for triaging. We still want to take all that information, but then we want to talk to somebody. So what will this change? You have seen how literally within a day, you could spin up a bespoke app that sells a specific property and have those initial conversations pre-done for you before they come to you. That completely changes the idea of marketing in real estate. It changes how you might want to approach your marketing department. You might want to say, instead of going for printed material, I now need to pivot to people and hire people with skills to now generate micro apps and micro sales material that is more engaging. And the great thing about this that people are forgetting as well is if you build these effectively with a true strategy in mind, one of the things you can do is I can then understand all the questions that have been asked about IOI and then all the ones that converted the most. Did you know that tech startups found this particularly interesting, the connectivity and the wellness side? That gives you great insights moving forward to be able to say tech companies of this size want these kind of things. And that is where AI is only going to help support big data moving forward. So is AI going to trounce and kill the real estate? No. What it is doing and why stocks dropped is the industry needs to pivot. It needs to change direction slightly, still move forward. But when anything, a human, a machine, or anything changes direction, there is a shift of momentum. Things slow down. Sometimes we stagger a little bit while we take that new direction. Markets see this, they react. And even as of today, that market's bounced back already with people buying the dip, knowing that this will happen. This pattern is only going to repeat throughout this year. Should you be afraid? No. Should you look at things with a new set of eyes? Absolutely. Hopefully what I've shown you here is just one of the small ways that we can leverage existing data, leverage existing skills, but 10x our productivity. Imagine now all of this material that you've created gives you qualified leads up front, qualified engagements, and not just that, it's reduced all your legwork of manually recording that to give you data to go forward with absolute strength. If you like this, please do share it onwards. And if you'd like to talk to me about any potential future engagements or how you might want some help with AI strategies for your business, please do get in touch. And until then, have a great Lunar New Year.